During the age of dinosaurs, the continents we know today were arranged quite differently, yet each hosted its own unique species of predatory dinosaurs. Some of these were closely related or even identical across regions, while others were exclusive to specific parts of the world. Although popular culture often highlights the dinosaurs of North America, other continents had their own fascinating and unusual predators. Today, we'll dive into the carnivorous dinosaurs of Eurasia. One of the most famous predatory dinosaurs, whose fossils have been found across multiple continents, is the Allosaurus. We've covered its size, habits, and lifestyle in previous videos, but Europe and Asia were home to a vast array of predatory dinosaurs found nowhere else.
Take baryonyx, for example. In the 80s of the 20th century in England, several bones belonging to an unknown species of dinosaurs were discovered. Among them was a gigantic claw, which inspired the name baryonyx, meaning heavy claw. This early Cretaceous predator was a relative of the giant Spinosaurus. In fact, it was the discovery of baryonyx that helped scientists better understand the appearance and lifestyle of Spinosaurus. This fish-eating dinosaur lived near small bodies of water across the British Isles and Spain. It measured up to about 7.5 meters long and weighed no more than 1,200 kilograms. Ceratosaurus. The first fossils of this species were discovered in Colorado, USA, but later scattered remains were found in North Africa, Portugal, and Switzerland. This relatively small predator measured about 7 meters long and weighed no more than 700 kilograms. It was one of the earliest theropods to be identified. As new discoveries emerged, its presumed appearance changed several times. Thanks to the distinctive horns on its head, early reconstructions of Ceratosaurus closely resembled the classic European dragons. Later, it took on the look and behavior of a typical predatory theropod, though the horned crests on its head remained largely unchanged.
Compsognathus. This tiny dinosaur, which lived in what is now Germany and France, and possibly even in the Transbaikal region, became a star in several installments of the Jurassic Park franchise. The first fossils of this species date back to the mid-19th century. It was just over 1 meter long and weighed no more than 3 kilograms. Compsognathus had the classic theropod build and was likely covered in feathers. Its mouth contained 68 sharp, curved teeth. With long, four-toed hind legs, it was capable of impressive speed. Its diet mainly consisted of small lizards and insects. Eustreptospondylus. This predatory dinosaur lived around 160 million years ago in what is now England. It reached lengths of up to 6 meters and weighed approximately half a ton. These size estimates are based on the most complete known skeleton belonging to a juvenile specimen. Eustreptospondylus inhabited coastal areas and preyed on both marine and terrestrial animals. Given that its habitat was then a chain of islands, scientists believe it was a competent swimmer.
The diversity of dinosaur species discovered across Asia rivals that found in North America, yet these Asian predators are far less known to the general public. Simply listing all the carnivorous dinosaurs from the Asian continent could fill several videos. This time, we'll focus on just a few of them.
Tarbosaurus. A distant relative of the Tyrannosaurus rex, Tarbosaurus roamed Mongolia and China toward the end of the Cretaceous period. It is probably the most famous predatory dinosaur from Asia. This giant measured about 10 meters long and weighed up to 5 tons. It even inspired a feature-length animated film about the age of dinosaurs. The touching story of parental care may have been inspired by a mid-20th century discovery in the Gobi Desert, where scientists found an almost complete adult skeleton alongside the remains of a juvenile no longer than 1 meter.
Achillobator. This small theropod with a powerful name, meaning Achilles' warrior, lived in Mongolia roughly 100 million years ago. It stood about 2 meters tall and stretched up to 6 meters in length. Its closest known relatives are the North American Utah raptors and dromaeosaurs. Most likely, it was an active predator feeding on smaller animals. Arandosaurus, a small theropod dinosaur from late Cretaceous Central Asia. Arandosaurus measured around 2 meters long and was probably covered in feathers. Its most distinctive feature was the long, sickle-shaped claws on the second toes of its hind legs. Its name, meaning hell lizard, comes from a malevolent spirit in Mongolian mythology. Albinicus. This tiny predator weighed no more than 1 kilogram and is among the least bird-like dinosaurs known. The only skeleton discovered consists of pelvic bones and hind limbs. Interestingly, the dinosaur appears to have died in a sitting position, leading scientists to speculate that it may have suffocated beneath a layer of sand. Bhagaratan, the name of this small predatory theropod, which lived in the forests of the Nemegt Formation in Mongolia, translates as small predator. It reached up to 4 meters in length and stood no taller than 1 meter. Scientists believe that, like most small bipedal dinosaurs, it was covered in feathers. Its skull was elongated and flattened from the sides, and its small front limbs each had 3 fingers. All fossil finds of this species date back to the late Cretaceous period. Byronosaurus. A relative of Troodon, Byronosaurus lived in Mongolia around 70 million years ago. It measured no more than 1.5 meters long and stood about 50 centimeters tall. Its body was feathered, but unlike other members of the Troodontidae family, this small predator's teeth lacked the characteristic serrations. Its diet included smaller dinosaurs as well as other animals and insects. Changaraptor. In 2012, the remains of a small 4-winged dinosaur were accidentally discovered in northeastern China. This species is closely related to the better-known Microraptor, but was significantly larger. Currently, Changaraptor is considered the largest known dinosaur with feathers on all 4 limbs. It measured over 1 meter in length and weighed around 4 kilograms. It is believed that Changaraptor was capable of flight, or at least gliding, from tree to tree. It lived in what is now Liaoning Province about 120 million years ago, a region famous for an abundance of feathered dinosaur fossils of various species and sizes. Epidixiptrix. Another unusual specimen from the same formation dates back to the Jurassic period. This feathered dinosaur was tiny. Its total length, including tail feathers, was less than 50 centimeters, and without the tail, only about 25 centimeters. Epidixiptrix is estimated to have weighed around 170 grams. It likely lived in trees, hunting spiders, lizards, and insects. Its tail feathers differ markedly from those of modern birds. While bird tail feathers have a central shaft with smaller branches, Epidixiptrix had a tail made of thread-like feathers. Their exact function remains unclear. Some scientists suggest they helped with balance when moving along thin branches, while others believe they served purely as decoration. We thank all viewers who watched this video to the end. If you want to learn more about some of the species we've described, we recommend checking out other content on our channel.